What's going on, everyone? My name is Anthony, and I would like to welcome you to the 2017 Fraternity Recruitment Orientation. The four key components that are going to be going into this orientation are number one, general recruitment information. This is telling you a little about the events, the time, dates, what to wear. Number two, we're going to be talking about the frequently asked questions that we get every single semester. And number three, the Intergreek Council as well as the Order of Omega, and talking about the importance of these organizations and what they do. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about registration, how to do that, and why it's so important, and the contact information for myself, as well as Angie Eichler, the Director of Greek Life. So who is the crazy voice behind the orientation? Well, really quickly, there I am. My name is Anthony, and I am the Intergreek Council's Fraternity Recruitment Chair, and I am one excited lad, I'll tell you that. I have been involved in a few different organizations within Greek life, outside of Greek life, and I can truly say I have never been so excited to hold a position. This is really the first step for each and every one of you upon joining an organization. And I am extremely excited that I am going to be able to help you out with that decision. Now, I left my contact information there. If you can't catch it now, don't worry about it. It will also be at the end of the video. I really hope that you take that down, and feel free to ask me any questions that you have. Talk to me about any concerns or comments. I really hope to hear from each and every one of you. Now that the introduction is out of the way, let's get this information rolling, and I hope that you enjoy the orientation. SUNY Oneonta has 11 different fraternities that are recognized on campus, which is truly incredible. It gives you a lot of different options when you're looking and surveying these different fraternities, and I would highly recommend that you try to meet as many different brothers from as many different fraternities as you can, because only through these different engagements will you really begin to understand where you might fit, which organization you would really love to join. So please try to reach out to everyone and see what's best for you. Engagement? Well, Anthony, tell me, how am I supposed to engage with these fraternities? Well, here it is. Take out your phone, take a snapshot, because these are all the different events that we will be holding throughout the entire 2 weeks of recruitment. Now, I highly suggest that if you want to meet plenty of different brothers from plenty of different organizations, that you come to each and every one of these events. It's going to be very important that they're there to talk to them and have these conversations to really see where you're going to fit, to really learn about who they are and what they do as an organization. So take out your phone, screenshot real quick, and be there. Be there. If you have any questions about any of these events, please feel free to get in contact with me at any time. Although you may not think so at first, the way you dress is going to be very important. Casual dress is going to be your shorts or jeans and a t-shirt, maybe a nice polo, and then your business casual is going to be things like slacks or khakis with a nice tucked in button up and maybe even a tie. These different ways of dressing are going to be important depending on the different events that you are going to. Casual things are going to be like Meet the Greeks, the block party, and the club expo, and then business casual wear is going to be worn during your interview and bid day. Now that we've talked about the events, what to wear, there are a few things that are required in order to receive a bid, and there are things that I would highly suggest. For the required things that you will need to do or events you will need to go to, number one is this online orientation that you are going through right now, which is great because you're getting it over with and it's going to be done. You also need to attend the fraternity informational presentation. You need to attend an interview if you are invited to one by a fraternity, and bid day. You must be at bid day because it's an awesome day and you want to be there. The events that I suggest that you go to are Meet the Greeks, the block party, the Club Expo, and other events held by the fraternities. Because, like I said earlier, this is going to be a time where you can meet all of them and really understand who they are as people in an organization. With that being said, if you do not attend these required events, you will be ineligible to accept a bid if you are extended one. The first question you may be asking yourself is, why go Greek? Why join a fraternity in the first place? And so that's what I'm going to talk about right now. And number one is the brotherhood that you're going to build. And this is going to come through friendships that really do turn into that brotherhood with the amount of time that you're going to spend together, the activities that you'll participate in. These are going to be the things that build that meaningful, lifelong relationship. Second is scholarship. And with the creation of almost a second family, you'll be receiving a ton of support from them, not only in your social and personal life, but also in your academic life. Third is leadership. And Greek life will provide you with an outlet to take on these different leadership positions. But what it's really doing is allowing you to gain the skills necessary to be an amazing leader. The opportunities will be there, and it's going to really be up to you to take them on. Lastly, joining Greek life will give you an opportunity to participate in many different community service projects. Each fraternity has a specific organization that they raise awareness for, as well as put on events to collect donations. And the cool thing is, if you have a cause that's really close to your heart, then there's a very good chance that one of our recognized fraternities sponsors that cause or an organization that is similar to it. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. Another important question is to understand if you as an individual are eligible to accept a bid from a Greek organization. And the requirements are that you must be a full-time student here at SUNY Oneonta, which is a minimum of 12 credits. You must have a minimum grade point average of a 2.5, and you cannot be a first semester freshman. First semester freshmen are not allowed to accept bids just yet. Although once you pass that first semester mark, you will be able to start the rush process and hopefully accept a bid. A question that we get all the time is, well, am I the Greek type? And I would like to say, you are absolutely the Greek type. The thing is, a lot of people see things in the media, or they see things on movies, and they think, oh, well, I couldn't join a fraternity, I don't look anything like them, or I don't act like them. The thing is, between all the 11 different recognized fraternities that we have on campus, each and every one of them have different interests, different backgrounds, and that's what formed the group, is those interests and backgrounds, goals, and that's why it's very important to get to know these people so that you can make the best decision for you. When people are thinking about entering into this journey, many of them will think, oh, well, I don't want my grades to drop, so I can't join, or something of that nature. And what I can say is that with the new member process, it gives plenty of opportunities to keep your grades there or even get them up. The new member process involves study halls, tutoring, library hours, and all of these things equate to many opportunities to get your work done. Ultimately, it is up to you to get that stuff done. We do have GPA minimums of a 2.5, and we highly encourage everyone to get above and beyond that. If you are struggling with your grades, there are always people to talk to, one being your scholarship chair in the actual fraternity, another being the scholarship chair in the IGC. There are many ways that you can go about getting the help that you need to keep those grades up and even improve them over time. A very serious topic that needs to be addressed is the topic of hazing and the question of, is it a cultural thing here at Oneonta for Greek life? And I would like to say that SUNY Oneonta has a zero tolerance policy regarding hazing, and it is consistent with the New York State law. Hazing can include any of the following: harassment, ridicule, intimidation, physical exhaustion, abuse, mental distress, It's really contrary to the purpose of Greek life, the community, each and every fraternity, and the college. So provided is the hazing hotline, and I suggest that you log this into your phone and just have it ready in case you ever do need it. Receiving and accepting a bid is going to come at the tail end of the recruitment process. Now, what receiving a bid is on the 9th of September, you will be extended a bid. And what that means is you've expressed interest to a group that could see you coming into their organization and being one of their brothers. They see the potential, and that's why they extend the bid. Now, just because they extend a bid does not mean that you have to accept the bid. You need to make a decision that is best for you. While processing this and making the decision, it's a really great time to reach out to your friends and your family to let them know that you are going to be embarking on this journey and see what they think about that. It's very important to have these conversations with them because it's not a decision that you can make alone. The Interdegree Council is the governing body of all fraternities and sororities that are recognized here at SUNY Oneonta. It provides an outlet for individuals who want to get even more involved outside of their organizations. And as you can see, there are many different positions that you would be able to hold on the executive board. The current president, Colette Pasafumi, is doing a wonderful job, and we would like to thank her for making all of this possible. The Order of Omega is a national honors society, which has a high standard of leadership and emphasizes an importance on community service. There's over 300 chapters at colleges across the United States, and this is another great opportunity to be involved in Greek life. So really the next step is to register through the Oneonta help desk. And the process of that is very simple. You just follow a few steps and you fill out a few lines and submit it and you will be registered. It's very important because without registering, you will be ineligible to accept a bid. So you really need to get this done. Ineligible? Well, what does that mean? That means you will not be able to accept a bid if you are extended one. So please, it takes 2 seconds. Just go and get it done. Register now. Thank you so much for going through this orientation. I really, really hope that you took a little bit of information out of it or a lot of information out of it. And if you do have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact myself or Angie Eichler if you do. Remember, the next step is you need to go and register. So I strongly suggest that you do that right now. It takes a few minutes, tops, and it's a very simple process. So please go do that. And then this is your journey. Make it yours. Have fun with it. Do your thing, and I hope to see you soon.